You wake up one morning feeling completely normal, no pain, no warning, nothing unusual, and yet your heart could already be under silent stress. This is something most people over 50 never realize until it's too late, because heart problems don't always come with dramatic symptoms. Sometimes they build quietly, day by day, morning after morning, until one small moment changes everything. I am Dr. Danzy, and you're watching Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips. And today, I want to talk to you very personally, because what I'm about to share has changed lives, and it might just protect yours too. Let me tell you about one of my patients, a 72-year-old woman, very disciplined, very careful with her food. She would wake up early every day, go straight to the kitchen, and start her morning with tea. No water, no pause, straight tea. She believed it gave her energy, and for years, she felt fine. But slowly, she started noticing something strange. Mild heaviness in the chest, nothing sharp, just a slight pressure, especially in the morning. She ignored it, thought it was just aging, but what happened next shocked her family. One morning, right after her usual routine, she suddenly felt extreme tightness in her chest. Her breathing became difficult, and within minutes, she was rushed to the hospital, blocked arteries, severely restricted blood flow. And here's the truth that surprised her the most. Her morning habit, the very thing she thought was helping her, was actually putting stress on her heart. Now you might be thinking, it's just tea, how can that be dangerous? But wait, it gets even more real. Another patient, a 65-year-old man, very active, he believed in staying fit. Every morning and he would jump out of bed and immediately start walking fast, sometimes even light jogging. No warm-up, no hydration, nothing. He thought, I'm doing the right thing. But here's what he didn't know. His arteries were already partially blocked, and that sudden morning exertion, right after waking up, was putting massive strain on his heart. One day, during his usual walk, he felt dizzy. Then came a sharp discomfort. He sat down, but within minutes, his condition worsened. Later, we found his heart was struggling to get enough blood flow, especially during those early morning hours, and that sudden activity became the trigger. Now let me tell you a third story, and this one is even more common than you think. A 68-year-old man, no major complaints, but one habit. The moment he woke up, he would grab his phone, scroll through messages, news, sometimes stressful content, and within minutes, his mind was already tense, heart rate rising, body stressed. He didn't feel it directly, but internally, his heart was under pressure. Weeks turned into months. Then one day, he experienced unusual fatigue, breathlessness, and when we checked, his heart function was already affected. Now here's the question. What do all these people have in common? Different lifestyles, different habits, but one critical mistake. They all ignored what their heart needed most in the first hour of the day, and this is where most people make a deadly mistake. They think heart problems come from big things, heavy food, no exercise, but in reality, it's often the small daily habits, repeated over time, that quietly damage your heart, especially in the morning, because mornings are not just another part of the day. They are the most sensitive time for your heart. Your blood is thicker, your circulation is slower, your arteries are slightly tighter, and if you suddenly stress your body, you increase the risk. Now, listen carefully, because this is where the solution begins, and it's simpler than you think. That first patient, the woman who went straight to tea, after her recovery, I gave her one simple change. The moment she wakes up, before anything else, she drinks a glass of lukewarm water, slowly. Then she sits calmly for a few minutes. No rush, no sudden movement. Within weeks, she noticed something incredible. Her morning heaviness reduced, her energy improved, and her body felt lighter. Now the second patient, the man who rushed into exercise. I didn't stop his walking. I simply changed how he started. Now, he wakes up, sits on the bed for a minute, takes a few deep breaths, drinks water, and then starts with slow movement, gentle walking, gradually increasing pace. And guess what? No more dizziness, no more sudden discomfort. Because now, his heart is prepared, not shocked. And the third patient, the one who grabbed his phone first thing, I asked him to delay that habit. Instead, he spends the first 10 minutes in calmness. No stress, no negative input, just relaxed breathing, light stretching, and slowly, his heart rhythm stabilized, his fatigue reduced. Now you might be wondering, can something this simple really make a difference? Let me share something powerful. A study of over 2,000 seniors found that those who followed a calm, hydrated, and gradual morning routine had significantly better blood flow and lower risk of heart strain compared to those who rushed into their day. Small changes, big impact. And here's the truth. Your heart doesn't need extreme effort. It needs consistency. It needs care. It needs a gentle start. So tomorrow morning, don't rush. Don't shock your system. Give your heart those few minutes, because those few minutes could protect you from something life-threatening. And this is just the beginning, because there's one more hidden mistake, something even more dangerous, that many people over 50 are doing every single morning without realizing it. And when you hear it, it might completely change how you start your day. But we'll get into that next. And this is where things get even more serious. Because there's one hidden morning mistake, far more dangerous than rushing, more harmful than skipping water, and almost no one talks about it. But once you hear this, you'll never look at your mornings the same way again. Let me tell you about one of my patients, a 70-year-old man, very careful about his health. He avoided junk food. He walked occasionally. He believed he was doing everything right. But there was one habit. Every morning, the moment he woke up, he would go straight to the bathroom and strain. Yes, strain. He believed it was normal, something everyone does. But what he didn't realize was that this single act was putting intense pressure on his heart. One morning, during this exact moment, he felt a sudden tightness in his chest, followed by dizziness, and within minutes, he collapsed. What happened next shocked his entire family. His heart had gone into severe distress, triggered by a sudden spike in pressure. Now you might be wondering, how can something so common be so dangerous? But here's the truth. When you strain, your body creates a sudden surge in pressure inside your chest. Your heart has to work harder. Your blood flow gets temporarily restricted. And if your arteries are already narrowed, this becomes a perfect storm, especially in the morning, when your heart is already vulnerable. This is something many people ignore, and this is where the real danger lies. Now, let me share another story. A 66-year-old woman, she had a simple habit. Every morning, she would skip breakfast completely. She believed it helped her stay light. Instead, she would drink strong tea, sometimes even 2 cups, and then go about her day. For months, nothing seemed wrong. But slowly, she started feeling low energy, mild chest discomfort, and occasional palpitations. Nothing severe. So she ignored it, until one day, she felt a sudden squeezing sensation in her chest, right after her morning tea. And this time, it didn't go away. When we evaluated her condition, it was clear. Her heart wasn't getting the steady support it needed in the morning. Skipping nourishment, combined with stimulants, was putting unnecessary stress on her system. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Your heart needs stability, especially after 50. It doesn't respond well to extremes, too much strain, too much stimulation, or sudden changes. All of these can disturb your heart's rhythm and blood flow, and mornings are when this matters the most. Now listen carefully, because this next part could protect you in ways you didn't expect. There's a pattern I've seen over and over again. People wake up, they either rush, or they strain, or they stimulate their body too quickly. And all of this happens within the first 20-30 minutes of waking up. This is the most critical window for your heart, and yet, it's the most neglected. But here's the good news. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. You just need to fix this one window. Let me show you how. First, the moment you wake up, do not jump out of bed. Sit up slowly. Give your body 30-60 seconds. This allows your circulation to adjust. Your heart begins to wake up gently, not suddenly. Second, before tea, before coffee, before anything else, drink a glass of lukewarm water. Slowly. This helps thin your blood, improves circulation, and reduces early morning strain on your heart. Third, avoid immediate straining. Give your body time. If needed, move a little. Walk gently. Let your system activate naturally. This one change alone has protected many of my patients from serious heart stress. Fourth, do not flood your system with strong stimulants on an empty stomach. If you drink tea or coffee, delay it slightly and pair it with something light. Your heart prefers balance, not shock. And finally, start your morning with calmness, not chaos. No sudden stress, no overwhelming information, just a few minutes of peace, deep breathing, light stretching, or simply sitting quietly, because when your mind is calm, your heart follows. Now let me tell you something powerful. After applying these simple steps, that same 70-year-old man, the one who collapsed, he completely changed his routine. No more rushing, no more straining first thing. And today, he lives a stable, active life. The 66-year-old woman. She now starts her morning with hydration, light food, and delayed tea. Her energy is better, her chest discomfort is gone. And these are not miracles. These are simple, consistent changes. But here's the most important part. Most people will hear this and do nothing. They'll say, "It's too simple," or "It won't make a difference," and they'll go back to their old habits. But a few people will take this seriously. They'll make the change. And those are the people who protect their heart without even realizing it. So now I want to ask you, which one are you? If you've made it this far, it means you care about your heart. So take one step today, just one. And before we go further, if you want to continue learning how to protect your heart after 50, make sure you subscribe to Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips, because what you don't know can hurt you, but what you learn here can save you. Now, in the final part, I'm going to reveal one more powerful morning habit, something most people completely ignore, but those who follow it often see a remarkable improvement in their circulation, energy, and overall heart strength. And this one might surprise you.